Hey, what's up everyone? It's Chase here at Rocky Mountain. Thank you for stopping by and welcome to our Satellite Messenger Buyer's Guide. I've got 6 different satellite messengers up here from different companies from Garmin, S.O.S, and ACR. And today this video, my goal is very simple. I want to educate you and give you some good information and point out the major differences between all of these, whether it's the price point or some of the features that they have to separate them from the others to help you decide which one might be best for you if you're shopping for one of these. Now, before I dive into that, a couple little general overviews here. First of all, if you're new to these, if you've never used them before, if you're not quite sure what these will do, 2 main functions. First of all, they're going to allow you to send messages via satellite 24/7 from basically anywhere in the world to your friends and family. So if you're ever going to be going on a trip, does not matter what activity you're doing. I use mine all the time for my hunts. If you want a way to communicate via satellite when you don't have cell service, you need one of these. That's what they allow you to do. The other big feature is they all have S.O.S. So when you buy one of these, you have to have a subscription plan. You can't just buy one of these, take it out of the box and go. You've got to go to the company's website. There's different service plans available. They're all going to be a little bit different depending on who you go with. Some of them, well, they're all going to have annual plans that are locked in for a year. They're all going to have freedom plans that are month to month. They're a little bit more expensive, but you can cancel or freeze those plans if you're not using it. Long story short, you've got to make sure these are activated before you go out to be able to send messages and use the S.O.S. If you have to use the S.O.S. feature on any one of these, what will happen is that your distress signal is sent out to a dispatch center. They will see your exact location when you do that, and they will be able to dispatch authorities to your location using your coordinates all the time. And I'm going to tell you right now that the peace of mind that you get from having one of these, that your friends and family have from you having one of these, is irreplaceable. If you ever are going out to do activities where you don't have cell service, in my opinion, I just think that these are absolutely one of those must-have items with you. Another cool little feature about all of these is that they all have tracking. So when you buy one, you go on, you can give other people access to the account. They can go on to that company's website, and as long as you have tracking turned on, they can go see your tracks on your trip. They can see your exact location. And for most of these too, when you send a message, they can actually see the exact location of where you sent that message. There's a lot of cool features built into them. I'm not going to dive into everything. That's why you need to watch the product spotlights, where I'm much more detailed about all of these. Read the product pages to learn about that. Today, we're just covering what separates these. Let's get into it. First up, we have 3 from Garmin, the inReach Mini 2, the Messenger Plus. The inReach Mini 2 is a 2-way messenger, so you can send messages back and forth. You can even send emails with these, and you also have fully capable GPS using the Explore app from Garmin. So if you want to be able to have a GPS and a 2-way messenger built into one, this will allow you to do that. Now you have the Messenger. The Messenger, the inReach Mini 2 price $400, and all the prices right now are as of October 2024. The inReach Messenger, this is the one that I have been using. You come down in price, $300. The Messenger is just a 2-way messaging device. It is not going to give you any sort of GPS capabilities. So if you just want to use it to send messages back and forth or to do your tracking, it will allow you to do that. For me, I like to use Onyx when I go out and I'm using my phone for my GPS. I'm not worried about using Garmin for that. So the Messenger for me is perfect. I've used my Garmin now for years. It works awesome. I've never had any issues. And again, if you have one of these, a Garmin, S.O.S, or an ACR, I'd love to hear your feedback. But if you just want to be able to send messages back and forth, the Messenger is what you're going to want. Next up, you have the Messenger Plus. This is brand new from Garmin. You go up in price. You're $500. It's the most expensive of the 3. But what the Messenger will give you is all the capabilities of the inReach Mini 2, 2-way messaging, fully capable GPS, but also you can send pictures and voice messages with the Messenger Plus. You cannot do that with the Messenger or the inReach Mini 2. So if you are going on a trip, you're going to be taking a lot of pictures, and it's important enough to you that you want to spend the extra money to be able to take pictures and voice messages, then the Messenger Plus is what you need. Last little thing I will say about these 3 is that both the Messengers have better battery life than the Mini 2. All 3 are really good, but these 2 are better than the Mini 2, and the Messenger Plus does have the best battery life of all 3. All right, next up, moving on to Spot. So the Spot Gen 4, why would you want the Spot Gen 4? Well, shoot, it's the cheapest one up here. It's $160, but the Spot Gen 4 is just 1-way messaging. What I mean by that is nobody can message you. There's no app you can download to text messages or custom messages to people, and you're not going to be able to see a message that somebody sends to you. It's just a way to let people know that you're not dead, everything is good, and you're just checking in. You've got 3 buttons on the front. You've got your check-in button, which is just a preset message that goes to people that you pre-select. So again, going back to when you create your account, you're going to create your contacts in there as well. The preset message, you just press it. It's going to go to the people that you want to go to. There's one custom message. You can type out one custom message. Again, you're going to do all this before you go out on your trip when you've activated it. And when you hit the custom message button, that will be to just the specific people that you want that message to go to. You cannot change that custom message unless you have cell service, and you have to log into your account and do it there. So once you've lost service and you're out in the woods or wherever you're going to be, that's what you're stuck with. And then you also have the S.O.S. What is kind of unique about the Gen 4 is it does have another, I'll say S.O.S. button, but you can see it's got the 2 hands on there. If you press that button, instead of notifying the emergency alert, it will actually just let your emergency contacts know and say, hey, I'm not dead, I'm okay, but I need some help. They even have a roadside assistance program that you would pay for separately. If you're going on a road trip and you're worried about maybe your car breaking down where you don't have cell service, well, you can pay for a different service, use that, and they will dispatch roadside assistance to your location. So Gen 4, if you just want a way to tell people you're alive, everything is good, they can still see your tracks if they go to the website, they can see your location, that's the one for you. Then you have the Spot X. You go up about $100 to $250. The Spot X is going to give you pretty much all the features of the inReach Mini 2. So you can use the app from Spot to use your phone's keyboard to send messages back and forth. You're going to have pretty much fully capable GPS via that app. The difference though, and what I do like about the Spot X, is that you have a keyboard on the outside. Now with all these 3 units from Garmin, yes, you can send individual messages using these, but gosh dang, it's time consuming. It is not something you want to have to do. So with this, if your phone battery did die, you can just use the unit itself to type custom messages, so you get 2-way messaging, plus you get fully capable GPS. Now that being said, when we're talking about that whole battery deal, what I do like about the messengers is that they both have reverse charging. So if your phone battery does die, as long as you have these at 20% or more battery, you can use them to charge your phone, so you get enough juice on that to turn your phone on and to use it to send messages. So it's kind of unique that Garmin does that. But again, with the Spot X, pretty much everything that you would expect with the Mini 2, but you have the keyboard on the outside. The only downside that I have heard, well, there's 2 actually. The Spot X is quite a bit larger than some of the other units up here, so it does take up more space. And you notice how I have it right here on this little stand? I have seen and heard that if this antenna is not pointed straight up to the sky, it can give you an error telling you to make sure that that thing is pointed straight up into the sky in order for your message to go out or to receive your message. With the messenger, for the one that I use, really doesn't matter. I just put that thing on the ground or I have it on my backpack. It doesn't matter. There's no specific orientation. It works great each time. With this one, that's just something I've heard, but don't take my word for it. See what other people are saying. All right, last but not least, you have the ACR Bivy Stick. ACR Bivy Stick, price on this, $200, very affordable. And man, there's a lot of features packed into this, but this is going to give you pretty much all the same features as the Spot X or the inReach Mini 2, so 2-way messaging, fully capable GPS using their app. You can download maps, you can see your waypoints, all of that. But what's unique about the Bivy Stick is the group tracking. And what that is that if you and multiple people, or if it's just one other person, if you all have Bivy Sticks, you can create a group in the app. And then once you've done that, you can open up that app and you will always be able to see their exact location as long as they have them turned on, which I think is pretty cool. And that's anywhere in the world. If you have one and you have a friend that's traveling over in Europe somewhere, as long as you both have yours turned on, you've created that group, you'll be able to see their location at all times. If you're going on a ride, overlanding, doesn't matter. If someone's going to go farther ahead or someone has to stay back or run into town, whatever it is, you can always open up that app and see exactly where everybody is at. I will say that as far as the GPS goes, and this goes for all of these, I still think that a handheld GPS is going to be better than the GPS capabilities that you get with these. Because for example, yes, with the Bivy Stick, you can see that other user's location, but if you click on their location, it's not going to navigate you to them. It'll show you where they're at, but When you open up the maps on these, you'll see an arrow, and in order for you to know if you're headed in the right direction, you just have to start moving, and then you'll start to see that icon move on the screen, and that way you'll know if you are headed in the right direction. For me personally, like I use Onyx app when I'm hunting because I just think it does a little bit better job than the apps that you're getting with these. But in any case, that's it. That's the breakdown. Those are the 6 different options. inReach Mini 2, two-way messenger, fully capable GPS. Garmin Messenger, just two-way messaging, works awesome. Messenger Plus, all the goodies of the Mini 2, plus pictures, plus voice messages. Spot Gen 4, if you just want a way to let people know that you're good and you just want to send updates, Gen 4 is for you, the most affordable. Spot X, two-way messenger, GPS, and you have the keyboard on the outside. And then last but not least, Bivy Stick. Awesome. You get that group tracking plus all the other features that we talked about. So if you have questions or comments about these, please leave those down below. We'll help to get those answered. To see all these, to grab one, click the link or head to RockyMountainATVMC.com. Like I said, please read the product copies, watch my product spotlights where I get into more of the nitty-gritty, the battery life, and some of the other cool features that these have. But again, if you have one, comment down below. Let us know what it is, what you like, and what you dislike. If you want to stay up to date on videos like this, get subscribed to the Rocky Mountain YouTube channel. I'm Chase, and we'll see you on the trails.